everyone. 7:43 now, and we do a lot of space stories here on Good Day Colorado, and part of that is for a very good reason, aside, of course, from space just being awesome. It's that we have a bunch of spacefaring companies right here in Colorado, from Lockheed Martin, Littleton, to Ball Aerospace out in Boulder, to our guest this morning, ULA, located right in Centennial. So Tory Bruno joins us this morning. He is the CEO of ULA. But judging by the plan that he's released a little while ago in his company, I'm not entirely sure that you're not moonlighting as Tony Stark in some of these things, because this is some sci-fi stuff that you're going on. So blow our minds with Cislunar 1000.
Oh, well, I am building a railroad from here to the moon.
Okay.
And when I do that, it is going to attract hundreds of space entrepreneurs that are going to build businesses in space. People are going to move there, live there, work there. It is going to be amazing.
And your goal is, over the next 30 years, to put 1,000 people in between Earth and Moon orbit?
Absolutely.
1,000 people in 30 years.
1,000 people.
So that's a pretty ambitious plan. We're starting with 6 right now. So what's the current state? Where are we starting from? What's the ground floor?
Yeah, so today, you know, there's 6 people, 5 or 6 at any moment in time, sort of doing research. You know, they're astronauts. And it's really about, you know, government activities in space. What we're going to do is introduce commercial activities. So in the next few years, we'll start seeing commercial habitats.
Okay.
And we'll see research there, some limited manufacturing of things that you could only make in space.
So what about space tourism and stuff like that? Is that part of the plan?
Absolutely. That is absolutely part of that plan.
And it starts small, of course. We got to do baby steps to get this. The next 5 years, how are you going to go from just 5 or 6 people in orbit up to what you want to put, about 200 people in orbit?
Yeah, so after that first commercialization of LEO, there's going to be a new technology that we are developing into this rocket that unlocks that key of that cislunar economy.
And this rocket right here is the Vulcan rocket.
Yes.
Hasn't been flown yet.
Right.
When are you guys planning on flying this thing?
2019.
And so everything's getting worked on here in Colorado to put this thing together. And what's the big deal with this rocket? Why is it better than the stuff we have out now?
So this rocket's going to be so much more capable, so much more affordable, and in its final state, it gets a new second stage that is essentially a spaceship. It goes to space, it can be refueled, it can last for months, for weeks, for years, and that will create a transportation system.
And that seems like the linchpin of your whole cislunar thing, is that second stage, which is called the ACES.
Right.
You want to get that thing in orbit, not on a matter of days, which is what things last now, but a matter of weeks, months, years?
Absolutely right.
So how do you go from something that only lasts in space for a couple of days to years?
Well, we have a really cool technology that we are developing that captures the propellants that normally boil off into space and runs them through what is essentially a race car engine burning hydrogen. We call it IVF, but I won't get too technical. But that allows it to repressurize its tanks, save all the propellant, be able to be refueled, and just go literally for almost forever.
So big things we expect out of you guys, and people who live and work in our own community within the next 5 years. And you guys have a very special person that you're honoring at your company. Tell us more about the Silver Snoopy Award you just won.
So Stefania Mooring, one of our employees, she has won the coveted and rare NASA Silver Snoopy Award for excellence. She is the person that's doing a lot of the really important work that will make Atlas able to be human-rated to carry Americans back to space, to the space station, in a Boeing Starliner capsule from American soil.
And won't it feel so good? We don't have to launch from Russia anymore. We don't have to use their rockets. We'll be using American-made rockets from American soil. Tory, thank you so much for coming in. I appreciate it.
Pleasure.
And we're going to watch this plan with bated breath, because I cannot wait to see how good things come from this.
Me too.
All right. Thank you.
You bet.
Yeah, right? Isn't that cool?
Has rocket, will travel.
This rocket's mine. I'm taking it home, by the way.
Yeah, right. You could only dream of taking it
You'd
home.
like a model for your
7:47 right now.